Hello everyone, welcome back to the world of Strange Reel. This time we're playing Ace Combat Zero. Hello Sovereign. Um, yeah, this is the second of the PS2 trilogy that I had not been able to stream before. We are running off of an emulator. Um, and it will be a from scratch playthrough. I have no save data on here. Um, and we are currently running at 3 times native resolution. Um, but anyway, you guys voted. We're going to be doing the Mercenary path. Um, but Ace Combat Zero is my favorite of the PS2 games. Its gameplay is reminiscent of 4 in the fact that, one, you have return lines, you have multiple special weapons unlocked. I think midnight because I'm annoying that here. I've done all three. My canon playthrough, or my head canon, is Cypher starts out as a merc, but throughout the game goes from soldier to possibly knight. Um, and we will be doing all three play styles. We just want to do merc first, which probably is the easiest because you get access to the better planes and the more monies. Um, but what I really like about Ace Zero is the story. Like, Ace 5 story is good. Don't get me wrong. But when they do the whole war is bad angle, they kept it lighthearted. Like a 90s action movie sort of thing. Zero does not pull punches. They do the war is bad thing, but they show you just how bad it can get. Um, the only game that might be darker in the franchise is 7. But yeah, war is bad. Yeah, Zero shows how real it can get. In fact, there is a real life quote from an American general during the Civil War. I believe it was Sherman. But I saw it pop on a Call of Duty Modern Warfare death screen. Um, but I believe it goes, "It is good that war is hell, lest we like it too much." If the other side's guy. Oh. I could have sworn it was a Union soldier. Oh well. Swore that war is so terrible, lest men grow to follow it. Yeah, that one. I don't exactly remember who said it. I just know it was a Civil War general. um, but another thing about Zero is that it is actually the hardest of the PS2 games. Okay, go ahead. Um, so, for example, normal in Zero is actually hard on 5 and 4. So we're actually going to start on easy. I know um, well, there's a fine balance in war games and movies. Um, you want to entertain your audience, um, but by the same, and you want to accentuate the heroics of the men and in some fronts, women that put their lives on the line so others didn't have to. But um, you also have to, you know, make sure that you don't glorify it and say this is a great thing. We should do more of it. It's a it's a fine line that not everyone can do. Yeah, we're gonna go on easy because easy is normal on 0. I don't know why the difficulty spike was there, but whatever. Form control schemes, subs. All right, let's go. November 25th,
Oh,
2005, near disputed border.
Yeah, I know him. It's going to take a while. It happened years ago. Did you know there are 3 kinds of aces? Those who seek strength, those who live for pride, and those who can read the tide of battle. Those are the 3. And him? He was a true ace.
He was a fighter pilot they called Solo Wing Pixie. He was a colleague of the man I seek.
I love this framing device.
10 years ago, there was a war that engulfed the world.
Not literally the
Belkan
world,
War.
but, you know.
And in that war was a pilot who trailed across the sky. And
The
disappeared
Belkan
from
War
history.
is
He was a lone mercenary
a
who
world war in the
inspired
sense
fear
that World War I
and
was a world
admiration.
war.
He is the man I seek.
Yeah, countries,
So,
there were
with the
countries
words of
involved in it
Solo
that
Wing,
span the
the
globe.
curtain rises.
But it primarily
It
happened
was
in
a
Europe.
cold and snowy day.
April 2nd, 1995, Valais Air Base. Glacial skies.
Listen up. We have a situation on our hands. A major squadron of Belkan bombers has crossed our border.
I don't know who the live action
To Belay
actor
Air Base.
Pixie was, but yeah, you're right, it's not
Apparently,
low
they
and
intend
tall.
to attack our base in an initiative to gain hegemony over the entire Republic of Ustio. Belay Air Base is our country's last line of defense. If our base falls, no one will be left to stop Belka from taking over Ustio. Your mission is to destroy the squad of bombers and defend our base. Belka's invasion must end here.
Another thing I love about this game is the symbolism of it. Both the Arthurian myth and the fact that we're demons. So the hangar, the only aircraft we could that is unlocked to buy is the fish bed. And, well, we don't got no monies. But the aircraft we do have are the F-5E Tiger, the J-35J Draken, and the F-1. Does the wiki have information? They might. I don't know. The aircraft we're going to be using at first will be the Tiger and the F-1. I do not like the Dragon, so we're not going to spend much time on it. Alright, let's take the Tiger. QAMs. Pixie gets the AMRAMs. For after all, what is man in nature? A nothing in relation to infinity. All in relation to nothing. A central point between nothing and all, and infinitely far from understanding either. Oh, connecting to chat. What the hell? Galm, Ustio Air Force, 6th Air Division, 66 Squadron.
Calm 1, Calm 2, maintain present course. This is Calm 2, roger that. Moving
Bum, bum. The music in A0 is also fantastic. I forgot. I can't have Pixie killing all the bombers before I get all the yellow targets. Speaking of yellow targets, oh, he's not leaving. The alcohol changes pennies, so night has wine. Switchers whiskey. That's actually a cool detail I didn't know. Ow! Ow! Fucking hell. Fuck you. No, he can't. All right. Now that the escorts are taken care of, I can kill the bombers without them worrying about them shooting my ass. There we go.
Base Commander Golem Team, the enemy attack unit has been successfully intercepted. I'd like to see how those Belkan cowards report back to their superiors.
They're not reporting back. I shut them all down.
Cypher, I got a feeling you and me are gonna get along just fine.
That's not ominous at all.
Buddy.
Filet Air Base.
Golem Team, you have permission to land.
It all started on that snowy day. My first impression was, He had potential.
Alright, so
Thanks to
watch
you,
as our
Belka's
rank
attack on Valet
goes.
Air Base has failed. Your efforts will not go unrewarded. Your actions may well decide who wins the Belkan War. I, for one, will be counting on you.
Down. Almost mercenary. Oh yeah, because we've got an Ace 4 save playthrough on this mem card, quote unquote mem card. The Wyvern is unlocked. We just have to buy it. IGO. Create save file. I might import a save file
The Belkan War is
from Ace
shrouded in
5
mystery.
onto this mem card, even though we'll never
But
use
now,
the
a
emulator
decade
version.
after the peace accords, a portion of the records was finally released. I
Just
quickly
so
got
we
hold of
can easily unlock
it.
the
Wanting more details,
Falcon.
I acquired information from unknown sources.
Because getting the Falcon
There was a reason
normally
for my
requires
obsession.
the supreme Ace-style
The roots
ranks
of the war
or
lie
medals
in
on
the
all of
Belkan
them.
Federal Law Review that took place in 1988. Belka, suffering from economic strife, permitted its eastern territory to secede, and the Republic of Ustio was born. But Belka's economic troubles did not subside. Meanwhile, taking advantage of the situation, the world superpower Osea continued to flourish. Amidst the economic panic, an extreme right-wing party took power within Belka, aiming to restore strength and stability to the nation.
Never
And
trust
on
the
March
extremes.
25th, 1995, with the discovery of natural resources in Ustio, Belka began to invade its neighbors. It was the beginning of the Belkan War.
I think Belka's biggest mistake there was
Unprepared, each
invading
country fell quickly
Osea.
before the might of the legendary Belkan Air Force. In just a few days, they occupied all territories except for the mountain range. In response, the occupied Ustio government military placed all their hopes on a joint operation between Osea and the foreign mercenary forces. This, of course, can be found in any history book. But I noticed a strange similarity in the materials I gathered. There were several accounts about a mercenary, all followed by the code word demon.
no demon
But most of the
lord.
information was incomplete. Still, I was intrigued. I decided to pursue the history of the Belkan War through this mercenary. I was certain I would find something there. Would it be the hidden truth behind the war, or just another battlefield legend? I wasn't able to meet the mercenary himself. Actually, it's questionable if he ever did exist. But thanks to some old friends in the military, I was able to track down several individuals who knew him. Soloing is one such man.
It's currently not even on the continent anymore. Annex. April 15th, 1995.
We must regain control over Route 171, which runs through Arlen to secure a transit route for our ground troops. There are bridges along this route, 3 over the RA River, all heavily guarded by the Belkan Armored Corps. Securing this route is critical to Ustio's attack on the Belkan forces. Destroy the Belkan ground units blocking passage along this route, and secure the supply line between our forces and the Osean army.
Alright. Still technically a soldier, but that'll change. We can buy the fish bed, but we won't have much money left. And that's how much the wyvern costs. Although, once we can finally get the Wyvern, I'm gonna buy it, because the Wyvern is one of the best aircraft in this game. Let's see here. I'm surprised yours present day didn't happen. Well, the reason being is Pixie. What was happening in the world in 2005 in Strange Real? The Uzian Continental War. Where is Pixie? Pixie is on a border near Belarus. He's fighting in the Continental War. They're trying to link all the PS2 trilogy games together. Alright, let's see. Let's get the bombs. He is fighting for ISAF. That is correct. We're gonna take the F1. We're gonna take the bombs. And we're gonna have Pixie cover ass in the air. No. But, at that point in the war, the Erusians might be more willing to pay for mercenaries than ISAF was. Of course, I always thought Pixie would be fighting for ISAF, not necessarily because of his politics, but for something more personal. Because what side did that legendary pilot fight for? ISAF. And who do you think he wants to try and meet up again? So, he might have thought, erroneously as it was, that Mobius may in fact be his friend. The one that he desperately wants to apologize to.
Enemy armored vehicle destroyed. Locked on. AA guns destroyed.
My take on why Pixie wasn't flying
Missile launched.
was because he didn't feel like he had the right to fly. Because of what he almost did.
Firing indiscriminately. Radar lock. Call 1, Fox 2. Give me a damage report. AA guns destroyed. Radar lock. Roger, ready to roll.
Yeah, seeking forgiveness. But yeah, keep in mind what Pixie's final lines are.
Missile hit.
Yo, buddy, still alive?
Fox 2.
And thanks, friend. See you again.
Meteor 5, hurry up.
And the line before that, he was asking Brett Thompson, do you think he'll see this?
Radar lock. Give me a damage.
Almost pleading with him.
AA guns destroyed.
Damn it.
Bandits in gun range. Falcon 2 here. I've been hit by enemy fire.
Yeah, I get that Cypher isn't actually Mobius 1 because Kono came out and confirmed it. But you have to admit, there is a lot of circumstantial evidence that you could interpret to being such.
The operation is proceeding smoothly. Eliminate the remaining forces. Did anyone request backup? Keep trying until we get a response. Warning, enemy plane overhead. Things are gonna get tricky if reinforcements show up. Bandits in gun range.
Hello, or Gio. Oh wait, no, you're already here. Thompson documentary was shown on once a Monday at 11 p.m. Cypher was partying at the time. I actually wrote a short story about Pixie. After he made the documentary. And his state of mind after the thing. Of course, I'm going with the assumption that Cypher is in fact Mobius 1, but I don't come out and say it per se. But it's shortly after the Free Erusia crap. Or during the Free Erusia crap. I don't know. I don't remember. I'd have to look at it again. I know Sovereign's read this, my short story. And it might be linked in the Discord, I don't remember. Alright. All potential yellow units are done. Cannons. That, we don't really know what Mobius 1's origin is, so that could be just as... That could be. I don't know. Sure, go ahead. Shit.
There aren't many Belkan ground forces left. Continue operation. Operation complete. Now the Allied forces can secure a military...
Okay, so with that, we'll either be still soldier, but on the cusp of mercenary, or we'll be full-blown mercenary at this point. Because there are no survivors left.
The mission was a success. Passage along Route 171 has been secured.
Oh, yeah, we're mercenaries. So we're gonna fight Rot Squadron. Yay! F5 Tiger versus Typhoon. Let's fucking go! The Round Table. 1120 hours. April 20th, 1995. You believe in your suffering. But no, for the Cypher Mobius 1 thing to work, you have to kind of go on the assumption that Cypher was as young as he could possibly be and still be hired as a merc. 17. That would mean that by the time of the Continental War, Mobius would, let's see here, 17 in 1997. 1995.
You're authorized to engage enemy planes upon contact. The time has come for your skills to be tested.
Okay, so 2005 minus 1995 equals 10. So he'd be 27 at the start of the Continental War. Yeah. Alright, I still got a little bit of headache, so my math is not working out. So, if that was actually a thing, it would not be unheard of for a pilot to be 27 years old. And granted, Mobius one is said to be a rookie, but since Cypher's past, or Cypher's whereabouts go completely off the grid after the Belkan War, to the point that people aren't even sure if he's actually real, who's to say that Mobius 1 enlisted in ISAF shortly after Rouge invaded? So, for all they know, he was a rookie. We don't know the ethnicity of any of the protagonists, and that's probably for a good thing. It's for immersion. So if you want to see Mobius 1 as Asian, more power to you. Although Asian doesn't really mean much in Strange Real because there is no Asia. Alright. Still only by the thing. Alright. Back to the Tiger. We give you the QAM. It could be. I mean,
Belkan
the way I
Priority
interpret...
1 Strategic
I'll say it after
Airspace
this.
B7R, aka the Round Table. It was the grand stage where we pilots performed. We were all on an equal footing, fighting under the same conditions. No affiliations or ranks to hinder us. Aces from every nation crisscrossed through those skies in pursuit of air superiority. The only rule of engagement was to survive.
Alright. As a mercenary conscripting into an actual military would indicate a great change in morality. Yeah, also, well, my headcanon for Cypher, like I said, he starts as a merc and then ends as either a soldier or a knight. So that would kind of play into it. And not only is he conscripting into a nation's military, he's conscripting into a multinational alliance. The Independent State Allied Forces. Which kind of is reminiscent of what Pixie was fighting for the entire time. Do these guns better than... They are better than Ace 4 in the fact that you can actually see them do damage. And they're better than Ace 5 in the fact that they actually do damage. But they're nowhere near 6's level. I Starscream, Belka did everything wrong. You're wrong. Swear to God, I hate the Belka did nothing wrong meme. It's so fucking stupid. Project Wingman wishes it was on Ace Combat 6's level. Power level wise. Suffering. Well, Zero does a good job in portraying Belkans who are just fighting on the opposite side of the war. Like Silver Leader, Rot Leader, Schnee Leader. They're honestly good people. They're just on the wrong side of the war. They are my country, right or wrong. Although I'm convinced that if Silver, Schnee, or Rot were still, you know, in the air by the time of the Seven Pillars, they probably would have defected. Same with Indigo. You're right, it didn't work at Nuremberg. But, as far as we know, those pilots that I was referring to, their orders were to fight for their country and shoot down the enemy. That's not a war crime. And in fact, especially Schnee Leader, I'm willing to believe that he would have joined those MiG-31s that tried to shoot down the nuclear bombers in Stage of the Apocalypse. Also, Rot Team. I'm busy talking. Let's close the distance.
Oh god.
Why'd I double fire those? But now the point I'm trying to say is, you can be Belkan and not be the bad kind of Belkans. F5 versus Typhoons. Yeah, no, this is the best. This is the best fighter I got. And in fact, in this game, we'll come across Oceans that are not the good kind of Oceans. The whole point of Zero is there are heroes and villains on both, or each side believe they are the hero, or something like that. I forget how the line actually went. Everyone's a hero and everyone's a villain. Now Belka is clearly the the wrong side in this one. But Osea doesn't actually come out of this smelling like roses either.
Well done. I'll make sure head operations hears about how you defeated an elite squad of enemy Typhoons. Now go rest up. You've earned it.
Okay, we can buy the Typhoon. Now the question is can I actually buy it? What I find hilarious in Zero is hey Ross, is
the campaign will be called Offensive Campaign number 4101. The
after you
objective of this operation
defeat
is to secure a sea trench
a
the Allied
named
forces
squadron,
to secure the
you unlock their
the
fighter.
forces occupying the Futuro Canal must be cleared out.
Guaranteed, no matter which A style you pick, you unlock a high tier end game fighter in mission 6 after you defeat Geld Team. You get the SU-37,
Surface operation, whose objective is to wipe out Belkan's air squadron,
which has
facilities, and surface weapons.
R-37X had long-range missiles,
This is an air-to-surface
FAEBs,
objective is to wipe out the
and big
port
bombs.
facilities and surface weapons. And the last mission is called Operation Costa. This is an escort mission.
Alright. We're gonna do Round Hammer, because I think we get the most money. The naval battle. Alright, buy aircraft. We cannot buy the Typhoon. Well, shit. Well, let's buy an SP weapon. Should we get the bomb or the ship? We'll do that. Thank you for the watch, Street Ross.
Calm team, commence operation. Eliminate the threat north of the canal.
I understand.
Waiting a long time for this day. This is a significant hurdle to overcome if we want to take back Lucio. Failure is not an option. Eagle Eye to Calm team. Destroy all Belkan forces stationed in
Yeah, I didn't think so. It's
secure a route of passage for the Allied fleet.
it's not exactly easy to type the plus.
Enemy fleets have been spotted on radar. All units prepare to engage. They're here already. All dispatches are inside. Still within a margin of error. Engaging the Allied forces. They're lined up nice and pretty, and then we can take them out all at once. We can't expect much help from the air. We'll have to stop them ourselves. Locked on.
FCS the worst. Yeah. Surprisingly it does, considering this is Ace 5's engine. But they managed to make it where the missiles actually, you know, track.
Don't just look for enemy fire. Watch out for fratricide from friendly forces, too. Radar lock. Don't get strung out chasing the enemy. Sniper, don't underestimate the Belkans. They'll do anything it takes to protect that canal.
And I'll do everything I can to make money.
Warning, the enemy's tracking you on radar.
Don't you mean help the war effort? Did I stutter?
He's shooting. Fox 2, Fox 2.
The fire isn't. Yeah.
Don't worry about the battle damage. Stay on course and stick with the mission. Radar lock.
I love how that submarine looks kind of like a U-boat, or a World War II boat. Despite the fact that we're in 1995 and we have lasers.
All right, the right hit. Locked on. Golem 1, missile launched. Enemy armored vehicle destroyed.
I mean, World War II is the easy comparison for this game. But it's more accurate to say it's World War I. Because while countries from around the world get involved, it's not a truly global war. It's fought primarily on the continent of Osia.
Yeah, and they're supposed to be good. 2 Lucio fighters. That eagle with a red wing. That's... He's shooting.
Comparisons have also been made to Gulf War I, with Ustio being a Kuwait allegory.
The Golem team is engaged with Belkan forces. Other planes go join them. Radar lock. Looks like the enemy's rounded up a lot of firepower. We're enveloped in flames. Golem 1.
I didn't know aces could spawn in on a first playthrough. That's interesting.
Ground forces have been eliminated. Continue to engage the enemy fleet. Radar lock.
Also, there's being something. I know. It. When it comes to Strange Reel and its stuff, I always like to say inspired by, not a direct allegory. Because, like, Osia is definitely inspired by the United States, but it's also got a lot of Japanese influence in there, too. And while Yuktobania is clearly influenced by the Soviet Union, it doesn't seem to have a lot of the real life Soviet Union's problems. You know, like massive corruption.
Gone 1 and 2. The enemy forces are almost eliminated. Keep at it.
And human rights violations.
Our main engine is down. Unable to advance.
Those have got better.
We've been hit
So,
hard.
yeah.
Going down. Locked on. Missile hit. Missile incoming. Prepare for impact.
I want my monies. I don't care if I neutralize you, I'm gonna sink you.
Damn it.
Because that's even more monies.
Locked on.
God, Cypher, how can you be so heartless? I'm a mercenary,
Enemy cruiser sunk.
as chat told me to be.
Our anti-aircraft fire has been exhausted. Unable to carry out counterattacks. Our bridge has suffered extensive damage. We're going down. All hands retreat. Our personnel are falling off the deck. Fire! Fire! Give it everything we've got. Dom 1, no special weapons fire remaining.
That's fine, they're all dead.
The Belkan fleet and ground forces have been eliminated. Nice work, comm team. This should make your next operation a whole lot easier.
It's just saying, war is hell and hell shows no mercy. Well, me sinking a ship isn't anything. It was more or less my comments, like, I want the money. Ross says that's why I picked it.
Operation Round Hammer was a success.
Alright, I think we're getting
Goes
Supreme
without saying that
Ace.
your actions greatly contributed.
F. Ooh, we can unlock the Tiger Shark. We can unlock Larry the Tiger Shark. Flicker of Hope. 550 hours, May 12th, 1995. What a greasy miser, at least one person said. Very, very quietly and could not be heard.
The mountain town of Solus Ortis is located just outside Ustio's capital, Directus.
Dresden 2 Electric Boogaloo is not going to be this stream. We're not getting the mission. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Oh, wait, no, it's 6:55.
This operation will play a critical
I'm
role
planning
in
on
the
at least getting through
Your mission
the
is to provide
Ustio
support
arc.
for the airborne troops. Destroy Belka's surface-to-air defense network and all interceptor aircraft, securing a safe drop zone for the airborne troops. Be aware of civilians still inside
Yeah, I don't care. We'll listen to the briefings more in depth when I do the cannon run. Okay, I can buy the Tiger Shark. We'll get Sparrows, Worthless Bombs, and Mavericks. Almost able to buy the Typhoon. Alright, Okay, we're primarily air to air. Let's get us the SAM so we're fast. No. Then we'll go with the Tiger.
Escort units, this is a 120.
Oh yeah, the hangar theme's
Now entering the designated airspace. We can't return to base until we empty this transport. We're counting on you. First, attack any anti-air troops positioned at
you're wondering why I'm not really buying anything, I am trying to save up for the Terminator, because that will make my subsequent playthrough so much easier.
Anyone showing weakness will be left behind. Use that anger to get fired up and take him out. Understood? Go get him. Go, go, go. We're the best. We're the best.
I'm sorry, ever since watching The Boys, I can't hear the chant, I'm the best, without, you know, cringing because of Homelander.
Missile launched. I wasn't informed there'd be such a large disposition of troops.
Yeah. I mean, I get why people like the evil Superman trope,
Locked on.
but there's a much better evil Superman. And his name is Nolan Grayson. Omni-Man.
Com 1. Missile launched.
Because like in the death battle, they're like, Omni-Man is a warrior, a soldier, with thousands of years of experience. He does not exert any extra energy, any more than he needs to complete the mission. Homelander is a fucking bully.
Locked on. SAM destroyed.
Oh, you're on the other side, okay.
Missile launched.
Also, last night, I was able to import 100% saves for both this game and Ace 4. They will be used for streams where I need all the aircraft unlocked. So like for the showcase streams, RNGesus streams, that sort of stuff. For streams where, you know, we don't need that, we will be using the what I'm calling the from scratch saves. So like unlocking, metal grinding, all that lovely stuff.
AA guns destroyed. Have you seen our company commander? He drifted away from our unit during the drop. Belkan fighters confirmed on radar. Com team, destroy them. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Requesting support.
Dictor. Ha!
Our allies' support operation is going as planned.
He said
Continue on with your
dick.
guidance. Damn it! One of our transport planes was shot down. The rest is up to air support. Protect those soldiers in the shoot ground. I'll draw away the enemy
Fisher.
planes. Locked on. Approaching gun range. Sector F3 has more enemy forces than expected. We're clearing up the Philly swarm to initiate an attack. You'll never find a group of soldiers with more pride than them.
Ow.
Launch.
Fuck you.
Launch. Column 1 shot down a bandit. Bandits in gun range. Locked on.
Sand fishing now.
If we could at least track the enemy's movement, we might still have a chance. I can't find the enemy line, and there's no chance of retreating. I'm surrounded by enemies. Just came up from behind. Locked on. Shack on the target.
Neutralized, huh?
Approaching gun range.
Not no more. Oh. There's another yellow target. Come back here. Who said you could leave?
Operation's going well. Roger, I'm on it. Locked on. Get up and jump, Quincy. Get going. Now's your chance. Go, go, go. Warning, the enemy's tracking you on radar.
There we go.
Incoming message from Operations Command. Airlift operation was a success. All enemy forces near Solis
Wasn't
Fortress
that
have been
Smasher
eliminated.
that said that, Russ?
The rest
None
of
leave the
ground
slaughterhouse
forces.
alive.
Mission complete. Return to base. Column 1, begin landing checks. You are cleared to land.
Yep. Alright.
You're coming in too fast. Slow down.
I'm fine. I don't know what to do.
You're coming in too fast. Slow down. You're pretty good, Column 1.
Pretty good. That was perfect.
Operation Varsity succeeded. Ground troops are now en route to Solus Ortis. It won't be long now before Ustio is liberated.
A rank. A10 and Mirage 2000D. Diapason. 1630 hours, May 13th, 1995.
Preparations to liberate Directus are now complete. I will now brief you on the Ustio 6th Air Division's role in regaining control of the capital. Directus is divided into 5 administrative wards, centering on the River Crescere. Powerful weapons have been placed in each ward, comprising the Belkan Army's Ustio branch headquarters. This battle will determine our fate, as the annihilation of all enemy forces will mean liberation for the nation of Ustio. The enemy forces are primarily comprised of ground
Wow,
troops.
we're liberating the capital already?
While not yet confirmed, there is
It's
also
only
a
mission
squadron of
6.
high-tech enemy fighters. Your orders are to destroy the Belkan forces and liberate Directus. We can't afford to lose.
Alright. Shark, U10. Still can't buy the Typhoon. Alright. Well. Who wants to see an F5 Tiger go up against an SU-37? Me. God, I love this music.
Start the operation. Release 5 sectors under Belkan control. Cypher, let's do this right. I know you've got what it takes. Locked on. Our facility's been hit. Cam, my plane's been switched cheese. Golem 1, Fox 2.
Fuck you, Typhoon.
Approaching gun range.
There we go.
Enemy armored vehicle destroyed. Status report. Facility damage confirmed.
Zero's OST is so great. I love it.
The tide should turn once they get their capital city back.
And I love how heroic this music sounds. Like, it really feels like you're,
Guns destroyed.
you know, winning the Belkan War by liberating the capital that they, you know, that they conquered.
Are you waiting orders from high and low?
It would actually feel like a
Hasn't anyone seen him?
final mission thing, like Liberation of Grace Maria.
Abandon Area 2. Reposition the battlefront immediately.
I can head jail. Alright.
Bandits in gun range. Golem 1, Fox 2. What's our air squad round to? Radar lock. Aerial attacks won't help at this point. Fox 2.
Come on. Stupid Fulcrum.
Approaching gun range. That's a kill. You saw the general with his chopper landing pad? Golem 1, missile launched.
Welcome back from Ad Jail.
Help in the other sectors!
Alright, I'll send you out of Directus and into jail. Or not jail, but hell. How's that? Is that good enough for you? Now, even as a soldier, I would not let that helicopter go. Because that is the general behind the occupation of Directus. That is a valid military target, in my opinion. Where doesn't have guns? Yeah, well. I mean, put it this way, if I was in a P-51 during WW2 and I got intel that said Mustache Man was in a unarmed transport and I saw it, I'm taking it down.
Locked on.
Well, the thing about Knights, Cross, isn't that they're good. It's that they value honor more than anything else. And it's unhonorable to fire on an unarmed target. Honor before reason. That's why, arguably, the soldier is probably the best ace style. Because the soldier knows when to go after the unarmed targets and when not to. They're pragmatic.
Bandits in gun range. Missile hit. Allied mercenaries, huh? We owe you
Yeah, you safeguard them. But the way I read the Knight style, at least the Supreme Knight, like all the way to the end of the bar, that is lawful stupid paladin. But yeah, just a knight style in general, I would say that'd be lawful good. Soldier would be neutral. And Merc, well, that's just chaotic. Chaotic neutral at best. Well, Cross, you said that even the most knight would go after that target. And I'm just saying no, a Supreme Knight wouldn't. Both in gameplay and in lore.
That's a kill. Facade 6, Fox 2. What's that sound? Is that a bell?
But a knight that is just on the knight scale but not full-blown knight, yeah, I could see them going after that.
We've got to take back the city. We have to take things into our own hands. Fox 2. People in the city have risen up and started rioting. Evasive action. Missile. Locked on. SAM destroyed. This is Eagle Eye. It looks like all sectors have been liberated.
Yeah.
City has fallen to the Allied forces. Any soldiers left, open up an escape route. We lost. The Belkan army. We've been defeated.
All right. 32 Sidewinders and 4 Sidewinder X's.
This battle's over.
Boss fight.
Warning, warning. Enemy reinforcements.
I mean, Gelb is yellow.
What now?
Gelb, Belkan Air Force 5th Air Division, 23rd Tactical Fighter Squadron.
Let's take care of them. They're faster than anything we've come across. Commence intercept.
Alright, let's go.
It doesn't look like they'll let us head back to base unless we take out those 2 planes. GOM 1, missile launched. Captain, was he shot down?
I got the leader, okay.
These guys are gonna be tougher than I thought.
Come on, come on.
Approaching gun range. I know Cypher and Pixie can get the job done.
Well, that was easy.
Shut down. Airspace threat eliminated. GOM team, mission complete. We've taken back this sector. Belka is no longer in control.
Gelb is fast, Gelb is faster. Alright, the war's over. We won. Yay! Game over, guys.
That's where we come in. Directus is free of any threats now. Let's head back to base.
On May 13th, 1995, Ustio was finally liberated. The tide of war was about to change dramatically.
Belka's Ustio branch headquarters has fallen. Directus has been liberated.
I
I
actually
just
don't
received
mind
a vintage
Eagle
bottle
Eye.
of Chateau Bouloise for the GOM team.
Eagle Eye,
It's a hard
well,
to
not
find
my
Cabernet.
favorite
Perfect, I'd
AWACS.
say, for celebrating an occasion such as this.
He's definitely up there. I'd say my rankings would be Longcaster, Ghost Eye, Bandog, Ace 4 Sky Eye, Eagle Eye. Yay, we get the Prowler and the 37. Deliverance spell. The hell is that? Yeah, the Marion likes Longcaster better than Ghost Eye.
The true nature of the war begins.
It's not
from
by
this point
much,
forward.
but
Accounts vary depending on the
Longcaster
political
has a little bit more professionalism than
source. Everyone is a hero and a villain,
Ghost Eye does.
and no one knows who is the victim and who is the aggressor.
I need you to send me
is
the link
peace?
to that, Ross, so I can make
All
my own.
questions commonly asked about any war in history. As the battlegrounds move to Belka, he is also thrust into the middle of this war. This is also where my interests shift from the war to him.
Bastion, 1620 hours, May 17, 1995.
Intelligence
Now,
reports
I don't
that
necessarily have a problem with the
Belka
Allies
V2
invading
was the fastest strike.
Belka if Belka didn't surrender.
The Allied forces' top brass
Um,
decided to send troops across the Hydrian line into Belka to check for nuclear arms and secure resources.
But this line is just fucking bullshit. You're already at war.
The Hydrian line, Belka's
You don't really need a
line
justification
stretches
to invade a
700
country you're at
kilometers
war
from the
with
southern border
that
to
hasn't
Sappi. Situated
surrendered.
at the peak of Mount Freya, the ruins of Gladysant have been transformed
So
into
this
a
whole
modern
we're
base
searching
of
for
anti-aircraft
nuclear weapons
artillery
bullshit.
and powerful defense systems.
Yeah, no, just say Belka hasn't surrendered. We're gonna keep fighting and invading until they do.
Opening the door to Belka for our ground troops. In all probability, this will be an extended operation. You will be able to refuel during the latter half of the mission. If you're low on fuel, temporarily withdraw from the battle and return to base.
Hey, Ace 5. Why didn't you have this? Fucking return line. Alright. The hell is Silver Spell? Bronze, okay. Can't buy the Typhoon. Can't buy the fucking Terminator! Well. Alright. We're stuck with this. How much the game is up? Division with Ace 5. Well, they could have had less aircraft. Because a lot of the aircraft in Ace 5 are just different variants of the same plane, but with different special weapons.
Nuclear inspection, huh? What a joke. Fire away at Gladysent. Your job this time is to take out their defense mechanism. A return line is located on the south side of the operation airspace. All planes can pass over this line whenever they need to resupply. They're here. Come in, firing. Stay alert. They'll be shot more holes. Fire a missile into the hole. Just stick with someone slick. You should get through this without a scratch. Locked on. Enemy facility destroyed. Roger, leave it to me. GOM 1, missile launched.
Oh.
Destroyed. Don't expect us to do the impossible. Radar lock. Just don't bite the dust. This is area gate. The fire's broken out inside. Sector A's been taken care of. Head for the other sectors.
Not a big fan of this mission. It's just long and boring. I mean, it's a good mission to farm for credits and points because there's just
Guns destroyed.
a lot. Hey, Zakale.
Are we really supposed to keep up?
Round table ace we fought so far was Rot. We are a mercenary.
Check that out. It took a hell of a lot of gunfire to make those holes. Plane wrecks. Gladysent must have shot him down here. Enemy spotted. Initiated.
And if you're wondering why I'm still in the F1, well, it's because I'm saving up for the Terminator.
Watch yourself. I'm creeping in.
It's like, Dave, what was this? Yeah, kinda.
Locked on. Looks like an ocean of bullets coming at us. It's hell out here. Above ammo.
Yeah, the next one we'll do is soldier style.
This fortress is a pilot's worst nightmare.
Jesus, how tough is that thing?
Radar lock.
How do you radar lock a dumb bomb?
Weapons release.
It's literally an unguided bomb.
Cooperate with all areas and take out those planes. I feel like we're taking enemy fire from every part of the mountain. Locked on.
Well, Cross, we have to keep in mind that while Zero is set in 1995, that is strange real time.
AA guns destroyed.
Strange real 1995 also has fucking lasers. So who's to say what planes came out and when?
40% of enemy forces are under our control. Follow the goal team.
Well, yeah,
We'll have to destroy all the caves.
the USAF does turn their unguided bombs into guided bombs by sticking bits on them. It's called the GBU-31 JDAM.
Bandit down. Locked
And
on.
it's fantastic
Missile hit.
because it's just sheer simplicity.
This will be a springboard to nuclear inspections. We've got to sink that fortress. Radar lock. Status report. The area wall's destroyed. Did you get that? I repeat. Sector E has been stripped of all functions. Well done. Give me a damage report. Looks like things are gonna get rough. Don't go nuts on me now. Fox 2, Fox 2. Got him. Radar lock. The enemy has secured a supply route. They're flying in and out like crazy. Nice kill.
Does Pixie's kills count towards your total? Or is his separate? Because if it's separate, I'm going to have him just stay on cover.
Looks like there's still some old ruins out here. Radar lock. Sam destroyed. Head back to base if anything's wrong with your plane. Locked on. Chopper down. What's happening to Section 3? Haven't communications been restored yet? Radar lock. AA guns destroyed. How much do we have to blow up for this to end? Doesn't look like things will calm down anytime soon. Fox 2. Tom 1, your special weapons are almost gone.
Yeah, I know, but there's a return line. I'm fine.
Locked on.
Jesus!
No special weapons fire remaining. Too much rambling's gonna get you shot. Damn, he's got me in his sights again. Sweet kill! He's firing at me. I'll evade it. Missile hit. 80% of enemy forces are under our control. It's time to rock and roll. All planes, eliminate Gladysent.
Actually, we're into the return line.
Let your guard down for a second and you'll get shot to pieces. Don't get shot down on the way back. Column 1, begin landing check. Column 1, you are cleared for...
Alright, we're gonna head to the AAC. The ACC. Alright, everyone get comfy. It's gonna be a while.
I've run out of missiles. Returning to rearm. Watch out. The enemy's tracking you on radar.
Seems like Infinity. I like that show. I always saw myself as a double D of the between Ed Double D and Eddie.
Planning to retreat.
The scrawny, lanky nerd. That was me.
Don't worry about the fire anymore. Dispatch all troops into battle. Weapons release. No matter how many we shoot down, they just keep coming. How many fighters have they sent here? The enemy's garden has been invaded. It's time to pull out the waves and burn them up. Enemy planes are coming at us. Belkan fighters. Great. Perfect timing. Retreat! Retreat! We're getting caught in their smoke! How are we supposed to survive if they take our food supply? Radar lock. I can't bail out. It's hell out there. I don't want to die. Henry 4, please respond. Gladyson's attack powers have been neutralized. All planes, return to base.
Well, that was
Did something just flash?
foreshadowing.
The operation was a success. Gladysent has fallen. The Allied forces have broken through the Hydrian line, bringing the battle to Belkan. I must inform you, however, that while you were on your mission, we received a report that the...
Marlon. Please let me have something that I can buy. Alright, Alpha Team, air to ground. Air to ground, air to air. I'm gonna do air to ground just because. Okay, we can buy the Typhoon. We cannot buy the Terminator yet. didn't even nothing. This was not nor existence. There's no air, no. Let me do the cannon run. I'll be more. Alright.
Just look at the view. There's not much difference between those countries from up here. Belkan's defense line is just up ahead. Avoid enemy fire while stuffing out their ground forces.
Okay, time-wise, we'll probably be able to do Excalibur as the last mission.
Locked on. There's nothing to worry about. We always win our battles. So this is the mercenary unit everybody's been talking about. You should be making visual contact with the enemy base soon. Prepare to engage. The aircraft have been spotted on radar. They've been identified on IFF as the Allied forces. Where's the commander? Did he hear the warning? He said he was going to a lake this morning. Nothing of sense. Why does he disappear when we need him the most? Engage the enemy. We're supposed to clean up the skies, but why don't we blow the crap out of those earthly facilities while we're at it? AA guns destroyed. Weapons release. Allied fighters are attacking. Shoot them down. Retreat! Retreat! Fucking corner pass smoke!
Fucking sands.
Gone one. Missile launched. Captain, waiting on orders. You've got to talk me through this. Locked on. Missile break. I had a picture of my son in that barrack. Damn those Allied bastards. Fourth platoon, get to area B.
So they do comment if you blow up the barracks.
Tank destroyed. Break missile. Bring us all our ammunition. We're gonna run out soon at this rate. Radar lock. SAM destroyed. AA guns destroyed. I'm having a hard time approaching
Thank you for the gift sub to Gale.
this kind of resistance.
Ross, you're immune to ed jail for a month.
The 11th defense line has been destroyed. The enemy is continuing north. This place is done for. Move out all units. The Allied forces could never have beaten us.
Yeah, if I could turn ads off for everyone, I would, but Twitch be Twitch. You're an affiliate, Raz. Why wouldn't you want ads? Because I don't get no fucking money from it.
Don't fly in like a damn fool with the death traps. But this
I look at my analytics.
AA guns destroyed. I'm getting frustrated here. Our firepower isn't doing the trick. Locked on. AA artillery unit destroyed. Enemy ground troops have been defeated. The threat level has been reduced. Comm team, cover our transport planes until they're able to land.
Yeah,
There they are. It's the Allied transport planes.
Twitch is seen better days.
Securing air superiority.
I think a lot of it is because they strayed from what they originally were supposed to be. A place for people to watch other people play video games for entertainment. Or, you know, watch people play RPG games that they're interested in the story, but would never actually be able to play on their own because of either time commitment, money, or stuff like that. Which plane? The one I'm flying? This is the F1.
Transmitting projected enemy targeting coordinates. All units evade attacks and withdraw from airspace. Here comes an attack. Watch out.
Alright, I hate this part. Because
Plane 4 just vanished. Allied planes are disappearing from radar. Plane 6 is gone too.
I can't tell how many times I've ran into the late. Oh shit! Oh, it's the Japanese F1. So, it's the first homegrown Japanese plane since World War II. Jesus!
Comm team, check the enemy's estimated long-range attack coordinates via radar. Laser weaponry? Those damn Belkans. Halo 5, respond. Don't panic, just keep flying and keep an eye on your radar.
Yeah, for an attacker, the F1's a nimble little pencil. It's like the F-104 Starfighter, but not unstable. Okay, we're almost there. One more laser. One more laser. Okay, there it is!
You're almost into the operation airspace. Stay on course to the south.
There we go.
You're out of the danger zone. Comm team, return to base. Looks like we live to see another day, Cypher. Welcome back.
That was a bad nightmare. We lost several of our members. Mercenaries like us are disposable to the guys in charge. But in the end,
Well, yeah, mercenaries are disposable. You're in it for the money, not for the cause. So, yeah, they're gonna put you in expendable situations. Because one, that's what you signed up for, and two, if you die, all they're losing is a
Mission
paycheck.
objectives were achieved, but only through great sacrifices on our side due to enemy late.
And we got the tornado. Another plane I can't afford yet. Sword of Annihilation, Operation Judgment, 1400 hours, May 23rd, 1995. This will be the last mission we do for today.
We discovered that the unidentified laser weapon is a long-range offensive weapon, codenamed Excalibur. We believe it to be a Belkan anti-aircraft defense chemical laser weapon, developed as a missile defense system. According to our information,
Well, there's not going to be a stream tomorrow. I typically don't stream on Tuesdays.
Artillery units. Your objective is to destroy Excalibur. But to do that, you must first neutralize the jamming facility and the anti-aircraft artillery.
Hopefully I can buy the Terminator.
Enemy? I'm afraid there's no way to avoid casualties from enemy resistance. In light of this, we've called in reinforcements for this mission. Work together with them to achieve the mission objectives.
Crow team. Yay, I can actually buy the Terminator. Kind of close to the Wyvern, but I don't want to play the whole fucking game on the Tiger and the F1. Alright. Oh, napalm on? Fuck that. We're just... Sell SP weapon. F1. Suffer with crap planes like Des intended. I've suffered the planes for 8 missions. Sorry. Hold on. Can we grind in free mission? Damn it! Nope. Alrighty. Great. Great. Lovely. Just went out of here. Okay. So we're doing this with anti-air weapons. At least we'll have enough missiles to take care of it. At least we're in an actually good plane now.
Name's PJ. I'll support you any way I can, Calm Team. Crew 1 to Crew 3. When are you planning to buy those flowers? Wait around too long and another guy's gonna steal them away from you, you know. This is no time to talk about my personal life.
Ah, Johnny Young Bosch.
Players have come to the rescue.
The tanker's been destroyed. Approaching enemy territory. You're in dangerous airspace. All planes, break, break.
Things started. Enemy aircraft approaching. Increase ECM output to level 3.
Destroy all jamming facilities within the perimeter. Strip Excalibur of its defenses.
Exit Crew 3. If he gets shot down, crash where I can't see. Roger, leave it to me. Increase power supply. Roger, increasing power
Oh shit. Run, 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 run.
destroyed. Electrical charge has surpassed maximum value. Target confirmed. Laser emission distance has been calculated.
Here comes an attack. All planes, break.
so close to being. I know, right?
Jamming facility 2 down. We should be able to take out that sword if the ground team flies with us.
Yeah, I may be an American aircraft shill because, you know, I love the F-15, the F-14, all that stuff. I do like the look of the flanker type aircraft. Granted, their real life performance is, you know, a little less than to be desired, but I think a lot of that has to do with internal corruption and lack of maintenance than the plane itself.
All planes, attack Excalibur. Go for its power facilities and the cannon itself.
Really? Did Rockwell have a flanker type design? Imagine sheets. I think the flanker design could work, but just not in, I mean, the major problem is it's fighting against the American fighter doctrine, which is BVR first, dogfight second. The flanker is the exact opposite, which not exactly greatest. So yeah, flankers are basically, I guess what you'd call air show fighters. They look great. Their advanced maneuverability looks amazing at air shows, but their actual tactical viability has been overhyped. No, yeah, of course, definitely, dogfighting is still an important thing. And as you can see from the Raptor and the F-15, dogfighting is still part of the American fighter doctrine. We learned that lesson from Vietnam. It's just that if we can avoid a dogfight by taking out the enemy fighters from beyond visual range, we're going to do that. Soviet-Russian fighter doctrine is not built for that. Although, ironically, the United States currently does not have an extreme long-range air-to-air missile. We used to in the AIM-54 Phoenix, but the longest range we've got is the AIM-120 AMRAAM. But you want to know what the M stands for? Medium. It's a medium-range missile. The only ally, I mean, the easiest fix is just to equip our aircraft with the MDBA Meteor. And in fact, the American aircraft in Zero that utilize XLAAs that aren't the Tomcat utilize the Meteor.
It's time to destroy Excalibur once and for all.
That is true. The Navy, I think, is coming out with a longer range missile, the AIM-154, where they just kind of took a ship-mounted long-range air-to-air missile and strapped it on the belly of an F-18. The problem is the carrying capacity sucks. I think you can only carry one or two. And it kills the aircraft's range because it's fucking heavy.
Looking good. Destroy Excalibur, Cypher. I know you can do it.
Yay! We took
Confirmed.
down
Elimination of
Talbert's
target. We
sword.
can even see it from here. Good job.
And that's going to be the end of the stream for today. We're going to see if we can buy anything. Like, oh, I don't know. The frickin' F-8B for the Terminator. I also think the F-15C is going to be unlocked. But we're not going to get that because I'm saving up for the Wyvern. And I don't think a Mercenary would take the F-15. Because the F-15 is more all-arounder.
Although we didn't discover
Whereas the
nuclear
Merc wants the big
facilities,
booms.
Excalibur is no longer a threat. This can be considered a substantial victory.
Yep, F-15C. And the normal flanker. But it is cannon plane. We will eventually get the F. Do you know how much it hurts me to not buy the F-15? The F-15 is my favorite aircraft platform, and Zero's F-15 has my favorite livery on it.
A major air engagement is taking place.
But I can't grind money off a free mission. Yeah, here's the flanker. Besides, I can't even buy it anyway. And there's Cypher's actual plane. And we will do a cannon run of a Zero eventually. Motherfucker! Oh well. Lots of Finnish mayhem to get the FAB. Alright. Well, let's look at our galleries and stuff. Broken sword. Yay. So we got Detloff Fleischer, Rot 1. Shot down over Area B7R in 1995. Succeeded in landing his damaged fighter and continued his career in the Air Force, working his way up from officer to base commander. After the war, he became professor at the professor of history at the University of Denmark, where he continues to apply himself diligently towards his teaching and research. Jürgen Meyer, Rot 2. Seen the Air Force soon after high school and graduation. He killed in action. He completed the grueling air training to be awarded the position of the 2nd Air Division's 52nd Tactical Fighter Squadron, ROT. He was shot down, killed in action during the Ustio Choker 1 operation. Helmut Schellinger, ROT 3, killed in action. Oh shit, wrong button. Shot down during a mission over the Gelbe Mountains. However, an investigation by bereaved family members into the recovery of his remains uncovered nothing more than empty wreckage of his aircraft. His surviving family continues to express their dissatisfaction with the government's official report. Karl-Heinz Somner, ROT 4, KIA. Shot down, killed in action during the Ustio Choker 1 operation. Investigation into the details regarding his death revealed that the problems with the aircraft's ejection mechanism results in severe and fatal full-body contusion. Oh god, he got goosed. It looks like he ejected into his canopy. His remains were miraculously recovered and delivered to his surviving family. Dude, that sucks. Monica Stark Bachelts, FA-18C, Operation Roundhammer, KIA. After graduating from the Belkan Air Force Academy, she enrolled in the Belkan Air Force, where during the war her duty was to protect installations along the Fatura Canal. Her military record, along with that of her brother Freddie Stark, was highly appraised. Cross, sometimes the canopy doesn't blow. I know in the F-14, when you pull the handles, that's supposed to blow the canopy. And then it goes, then automatically, and then like a few seconds afterwards, the ejection seat blows. However, it could have been the canopy blew partially, and he ejected into it. It did say there was a malfunction. Albrecht Klaus Fischer, A-10A, shot down in Operation Varsity. Shot down in an aerial battle over Solus Ortis. He was later discovered by the Ocean Bureau of Investigation in 2003. Suffering from memory loss, it appears that he had been living in seclusion within the city of Sinigrad in Yuktobania. Okay. He is now residing with his family. Thomas Hein Dichter, S-16XL, missing in action. Detailed information regarding this pilot is unavailable. Rainer Altman, Gelb 2, SU-37. Shot down Operation Constantine. Yeah, the Kestrel. The appearance of the Kestrel is in Mission 4, Operation C. We did Operation B. So we wouldn't have seen the Kestrel anyway. Charged with the duty of preventing the liberation of Directus, he headed in the direction of the capital city, but was intercepted and shot down by Ustio forces. After the war, he married in Directus and is currently pursuing a career there as a writer. Orbrecht Jaeger, Gelb 1. SU-37, Operation Constantine, KIA. He served as commander of Intercept Squadron on Belka's southern defensive position, the Hydrian Line. Adopting the southern front as a base, he utilized his command of combat aerial tactics as a weapon to strike out at the enemy forces in all directions. David Hartman Ibis, F-15C, Operation Constantine, shot down. Graduating as a physicist from the 7th Service Academy on top of his class, he applied for placement in the Experimental Space Navigation Team, but was denied acceptance. After the war, he moved to Aruja, where he received his PhD in physics from the Ocean University of Engineering. He moved to Aruja, where he received his PhD in physics From the Ocean University of Engineering. Right. Okay. I mean, you would think that the Ocean University of Engineering would be in fucking Osea. There are U.S. schools in our lands. I just don't get it. He was involved with the development and operation of Stonehenge. Go from one bad guy to the next. Alright. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and save. Then I guess it's not weird. It's just weird to me. I don't know. Tomorrow I'm off. Wednesday in RoboCop, we're going to track down a signal location and bring whoever was attacking Dr. Blanche to justice. Then we'll have to figure out what Project Afterlife is. Wednesday night in Sniper Elite Resistance. What we're going to do, it depends upon how many people are going to be able to show up. If it's just me, we're going to be doing propaganda missions because those are solo anyway. If it's two of us, either Floof or Sen, we're going to be doing the DLC mission Lights, Camera, Octane because we have more creative ways to unsubscribe Mustache Man from life. It's one of the best parts of the Sniper Elite games. And if all three of us are there, then we will go to survival mode. Horde mode, whatever. Thursday in the aircraft showcase. In A7, we're looking at the F-15s, my babies, and the F-16 and the FA-18. Then in Friday in Dragon Age, we're going to head to the Brazilian forest to try and recruit the Dalish to the cause against the Blight. And in Arkham City, Friday night, we're bringing the fight to the Joker as we storm the steel mill once again to get the cure back. Saturday in the Legend of V Cyberpunk 2077. This will be the last stream in Cyberpunk before the patch. But we'll be continuing our campaign in Santo Domingo. Sunday in the Insanity of Victor Shepard. We're doing a bunch of missions on Tachanka to prep for the Genophage cure. And the next week, Monday afternoon, we're in Final Fantasy X-2, we're going to get the last uniform for the LeBlanc Syndicate. I know we were supposed to do that today, but I hadn't been feeling well. So I was feeling better by the afternoon, but not enough to stream, so that's why I skipped it. And then next week evening, we will continue Ace Combat 0, starting with Mayhem. And theoretically, we could go to the end. I don't know. Depends upon how fast things go. But anyway, thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun. And I will see you guys Wednesday. Have a great night, everybody.